Willow Creek's annual town dance lit up the night like a celebration carved straight from the stars. Lanterns swung above the wooden dance floor, boots tapped to the beat, and laughter floated as freely as the summer breeze. Gabriela Ramirez, the cowgirl with a reputation for being quick with a rope and quicker with a witty remark, adjusted her hat and stepped into the glow of the festivities. She wasn't expecting anything special. Tonight, just good music, familiar faces, and maybe a slice of Mrs. Langley's peach pie if she got there early enough. But then she saw him. Tristan Hayes, the new ranch hand, working over at the McCoy Ranch. She'd heard whispers about him around town. Quiet, hardworking, keeps to himself. Carries a mystery in those steady eyes of his, like a man with more past than future. Gabriela had never believed in love at first sight. But the moment Tristan looked up from the punch table and their eyes locked, something inside her shifted. A tug, a spark, a warm pull right to the center of her chest. Tristan looked startled, like he wasn't used to being noticed, especially not by someone like her. She walked toward him with easy confidence. "You, the new hand?" she asked. "Yes, ma'am, Tristan," he replied, clearing his throat. "I'm Gabriela." She tipped her hat. "Welcome to Willow Creek." Before he could say more, the music softened, drifting into a slow, sweet tune. Couples paired off. Lanterns glowed golden against the evening sky. Gabriela held out her hand. "You dance." Tristan shook his head. "Not well." "Good thing I do." His rough palm slid into hers. They stepped onto the dance floor, and Gabriela guided him gently, helping him find the rhythm. They moved slowly, softly, their bodies swaying in sync beneath the flickering lantern light. Tristan relaxed, his hand settling more confidently at her waist. "You're doing just fine," she whispered. He looked down, eyes warm. "I haven't danced in a long time. Feels like you remember just fine." The world fell away, just the music, the warmth of his touch, and the quiet electricity between them. When the song ended, neither moved for a long moment. One slow dance, one moment, and Gabriela knew everything had just changed. The sun rose bright and warm the next morning, bathing the rolling fields in gold. Gabriela saddled her mare, Sierra, still thinking about Tristan's steady hands, his shy smile, the way he looked at her like she was something unexpected. She tried to brush it off. It was just a dance. But her heart didn't agree. When she rode toward the McCoy Ranch to deliver a note for Mrs. McCoy, she spotted Tristan working a spirited young stallion. The horse bucked wildly, dust flying around them, but Tristan stayed firm, patient, calm in the chaos. Gabriela pulled up her reins and watched. "You planning to let that horse win?" Tristan looked up, sweat streaking his brow. "Not if I can help it." She laughed, the sound carrying over the fence. You're braver than most. That one's got fire." Tristan gave the stallion one more steady stroke before stepping away. "Guess we've all got some fire to burn off." "Maybe," she said, eyes softening. "Some of us just need the right person to calm it." His expression changed, gentle, uncertain, touched. They spent the next hour talking as Tristan finished up chores. He wasn't talkative by nature, but Gabriela had a way of making words spill easier, like he'd been waiting for someone to ask the right things. When he offered to ride with her, she agreed without hesitation. They galloped across the open prairie, laughing as the wind whipped between them. They slowed at a ridge overlooking Willow Creek, the town glowing quiet beneath the morning sun. "It's beautiful," Tristan said. "So are sunrises," Gabriela replied. "But they don't usually come with company." He smiled, a small, shy curve of lips that made her chest flutter. "Last night," Tristan said quietly, "I didn't expect that dance." "Neither did I," she admitted. "But I'm glad it happened." Gabriela met his gaze, her heartbeat soft, but sure. "Yeah, me too." As they rode back toward town, Gabriela knew this wasn't just a spark anymore. It was the beginning of something real. Peace didn't last long. In Willow Creek, it never did. The following Saturday, the town gathered once again at the dance hall. Gabriela walked in with Sierra's reins in hand, expecting a calm night of music and fun. But the moment she entered, she spotted trouble brewing. The Briggs brothers, Jeb and Colt, leaned against the bar, their rough laughter echoing over the fiddles. They were mean-spirited men who enjoyed poking at anyone they thought weaker or smaller. Tonight, their attention landed right on Gabriela. Jeb Briggs sauntered over, smirking. "Well, look who showed up. Willow Creek's prettiest cowgirl." Gabriela folded her arms. "Move along, Jeb." But Jeb grabbed her wrist. "Dance with me. Don't make me ask twice." Before Gabriela could wrench free, a shadow stepped between them. Tristan. He gripped Jeb's arm, eyes cold. "Let her go." Jeb bristled. "The new ranch boy thinks he's tough." "Try me," Tristan said, unflinching. The tension in the room thickened. Couples stopped dancing. The fiddlers went silent. Sheriff Dalton pushed through the crowd. "Enough, Briggs. Get out." Jeb released Gabriela with a huff. "This ain't over." As the brothers stormed out, Gabriela rubbed her wrist. Tristan turned to her immediately. "You all right?" She nodded. "Thanks. I could have handled him. But I'm glad you stepped in." Tristan's jaw softened. "I couldn't stand by." She held his gaze, her voice gentle. "I know." The music resumed softly. Without a word, Gabriela reached for his hand. "Come on, dance with me." They moved slowly across the floor, closer than before, comfort blending with something deeper. Tristan's hand rested protectively at her back. Her fingers curled over his shoulder. "You don't have to protect me," she murmured. "I know," he said. "But I want to." And for the rest of the night, Gabriela stayed close to him, knowing something had shifted. He wasn't just the new ranch hand anymore. He was the man she trusted, the man she wanted near. A few days later, Gabriela found Tristan sitting alone at the edge of the creek, skipping stones across the water. She approached quietly, but he sensed her anyway. "Couldn't sleep either?" she asked. "Not much," Tristan admitted. "Too much on my mind." She sat beside him, letting her boots dangle near the water. "You want to talk about it?" Tristan hesitated, then nodded. "Back where I came from. Things weren't easy, made some mistakes, worked too much, trusted the wrong people. Coming to Willow Creek was supposed to be a fresh start." Gabriela tilted her head. "I don't know," he said softly. "Sometimes I think I don't deserve it." She nudged his shoulder gently. "Everyone deserves a place to start over. Even you." He looked at her, eyes tired but warm. "You make it sound possible." "It is," she whispered. "Especially if you're not doing it alone." Tristan swallowed hard. "Gabriela, that dance, these rides. Talking with you, I haven't felt this in years. Maybe ever." Gabriela's heart thudded. "Me neither." He reached for her hand, hesitant but hopeful. When their fingers intertwined, Gabriela felt her breath catch. "Tell me what you want, Tristan," she whispered. He took a steady breath. "I want to stay here with you, if you'll have me." Gabriela leaned her head on his shoulder. "Then stay. I want you here." They sat together until the stars came out, letting the quiet speak for them. Tristan kissed her forehead, soft and sure, sealing the confession neither could take back. And for the first time in years, Tristan felt at home, because Gabriela was there. The next Saturday brought another dance. Lanterns swaying like fireflies, caught in the breeze. Tristan arrived early, palms sweating, heart pounding harder than any horse he'd ever ridden. Tonight, he wasn't just hoping for a dance. He was determined to tell Gabriela exactly what she meant to him. Gabriela arrived in a deep blue dress, her hat tilted slightly, her smile soft as moonlight. Tristan walked toward her, nerves fading with every step. "You're early," she teased. "Wanted to make sure nobody stole my first dance," Tristan replied. The band started, a slow, gentle tune. Tristan held out his hand. Gabriela placed hers into it, without hesitation. They moved together, like they'd been made for it, her cheek brushing his shoulder, his arms wrapped securely around her waist. Tristan breathed in the scent of her hair, calm and certain. "Gabriela," he whispered, "I don't want you to ever wonder where my heart is." She looked up. "Where is it?" "With you," he said, voice steady. Where it's been since that first slow dance. Gabriela's eyes softened, bright with emotion. Good, because mine's been with you too. He cupped her cheek gently, brushing his thumb along her jaw. Then, I'm staying, not because I'm running from something, but because I'm running to you. She kissed him slow. Deep, a promise sealed under lantern light. The dance around them blurred into nothing. There was only Tristan, only Gabriela, only the love that had grown from a single moment on the dance floor. When the music ended, they stayed wrapped in each other's arms. One slow dance had started everything. This one sealed their future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Western stories.